of a life coaching goal setting session in 10 minutes of the best. So we have to start with your unlimited potential that you were born with. Everyone was born with unlimited potential. As we age and our surroundings, by the time we were 5 years old, we heard the word no over 48,000 times. Based on our parents, their habits, their own self-beliefs. Most of us have limiting beliefs from what we were raised, our environment, what our parents' habits, what the settings were. And so what we want to do is we want to work on talking yourself fit. That self-talk, that mental chatter that you hear all day long, I want you to focus on changing that self-talk. Now, how do you change your self-talk? That's tough. So changing your self-talk is just like a workout with how many reps you do. You have to repeat different language than you've learned. A lot of times we have negative programming because we've repeated and we've done so many reps of negative, how we feel about ourselves, right? So think about one thing that you're really good at. I talked about this morning. What is one thing that you're really, really amazing at and that you do naturally and you could say, oh yeah, I'm good at that. Everybody has a gift and talent that they know they're good at. What I want you to do is that is your positive self-talk surrounding that. So think about if you had that kind of that faith, that belief in yourself and your ability to succeed around the areas that you struggle with, around the things that you're going to set goals with. And that's what we want to work on. But science has shown us that because we have repeated our own negative self-talk, our own negative reps so many times that we cannot just do it on our own. There's a reason why learning a new language comes on a download now, is because you need to hear it over and over and over and over and over and over. And I can't even say how many times, right? All the time to learn a new language. Self-talk, positive self-talk is like learning a new language. So when I very first started learning the power of neuroplasticity, which is your self-talk, when I learned about how to change my self-talk, I listened to it 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the afternoon. We are not going to be able to do that on our own without a specific program. Which I want you to work on, capturing every time that you say something negative about yourself or any negative comment, I want you to capture it and say, I believe in my ability to succeed. Capture it. I believe in my ability to succeed, right? Say it over and over and over. But even doing that, we might get really good at doing that like 5 or 6 times a day. We need complete renewing of our mind. So be transformed by the renewing of your mind. If you want a transformation with your goals, you need to be renewed by the transformation of your mind, okay? Then we get to start talking about goals. I posted something that Pablo Picasso said about having goals, having a plan, but the only way to really see it all the way through is to believe that you can do it. So how long ago did he say that? How long ago was the Bible written that says be transformed by the renewing of your mind in Romans 12:2? It's the oldest trick, right? Is to first be renewed by your mind. Then when we go into setting our goals, we already have faith that we're able to, and then you're going to be able to say, I can do this. I can do this. If you set a goal and you keep setting the same ones over and over and year after year after year, I want you to look at that and go, where do I lack the faith that I can do this? Because you can do this. You have unlimited potential. You have to see that you can do it. Then set the goal. Then we're going to make action steps that are so realistic that you can stick to them and see that it's just day by day. That's why we're not resolution people. We don't set these gigantic things without a plan and without a reasonable action course that's so small that you can do it, right? So let's get into goal setting. We will talk about self-talk more as we go on. I'm going to have a link for that for you to try for free for 30 days, as well as some other tools. But in goal setting, this is how we do life coaching. In goal setting, First, I want you to write down your goal. If you got our awesome PDF of the FIT goal setting sheet, I want you to use that. But first, I want you to write down a goal. It can be one goal this year. You don't have to think of a million. I wrote down 4 of them, okay, for my year. I want you to write down a goal. And after that goal, I want you to write down any obstacles that would hold you back, okay? So if you have anything you can think of, what always holds you back from achieving your goals, right? It could be energy. It could be the environment that you're in. It could be your self-talk. It could be the way you talk yourself out of things that serve you. Look at the things around you that are not serving you. A lot of times one of mine is personal organization. Okay. When I'm not getting something done that I actually really want to do, it's because I'm not organized. So I want you to write down the obstacles, 3 obstacles that you would say hold you back from achieving that goal. And then after that obstacle, I want you to grab and write down, sorry, I'm looking at somebody's writing me. Okay, write down 3 action steps after each obstacle that allow you to overcome that obstacle. So if my obstacle, I'm going to use this as an example, and then I'll go back into a good goal setting. If my obstacle is that every afternoon I am not achieving my goal for that day, or the goal of lowering my sugar count, or the goal of being more active because every day at 3 o'clock, I tell myself I'm tired. I let myself go into the kitchen and grab whatever I want to eat, or I notice I'm always overwhelmed with kids at this time of day. I want you to write down all the different things that hold you back from achieving that goal, because most of the time, down to the daily goal, it is that something in that day, in that habit, is holding you back and not serving you. Everyone, right now, wherever you're at, typically has the same habits every day. So if you don't love the direction that your life is going, it's your habits that are keeping you stuck, keeping you the same, because you're in a consistent routine. Most people that are in a consistent routine and need to change their life, it's their habits. Most of the people that have really successful businesses, or people that are crushing their travel goals, or they have very specific habits that serve them. So I want you to look at your daily habits. And most time when people start with me, I have them write down every single thing that happens in their daily schedule. This helps me to take a daily schedule and then take the goal and then align it with their personal, unique goal. Make sure your day matches your goal. We're not just looking at a year, right? If my goal is to buy a house, I'm not going to look at or write down just buy a house. I need to look all the way down to the financials of being able to buy a house, right? I need to look all the way down to the cup of coffee that I'm buying every morning that isn't serving me. Or I'm desperate. I hear this one a lot. I'm desperate for help with my health. My doctor told me I'm not going to make it past 70 if I don't change something. My blood sugars are out of control. Okay, what's your obstacles? My obstacles are I can't afford help. My other obstacle is my family eats garbage. My other obstacle is I don't know where to start. Okay, let's look all the way down to your daily habits. Where are you spending money on sugar, on junk you don't need? You are in control, and I want you to say that as your self-talk. I am in control of myself. I have self-control. Even if you don't believe that about yourself yet, you are going to practice strong reps, just like going up and picking up weights that you've never been able to curl before. You can say, I have self-control. I am responsible for me. If you take ownership of that, you will transform your life, because you are in control of you. You are in control of what you allow in your brain. You're in control of what you watch. You're in control of what goes in your mouth. You are in control, and no one else can make you do or eat or watch something that you don't want to. If you feel like you have someone that has that power over you, then we should talk, okay? Because you're breaking down obstacles so that you can make action steps that overcome the obstacles so that year after year, you're not trying to go after the same thing. A really important thing that I talked about this morning was your goal can be right now health and fitness, right? As soon as you achieve that, that is something I do not want you to rewrite the script on every single year is weight loss. Your life's purpose, your life's goal is not to become the thinnest version of yourself. Your life's goal is not to every year get in the best shape of your life. What we want to do is we want to work on a goal that you can say, I achieved this, or I rerouted and it turned out something much better happened than I even planned for. But what we want to do is make goals that help you overcome step by step, because your purpose is not, again, to live a life where you could not wait to start the next goal or the next, not the next goal, the next weight loss phase, the next diet. You are worth so much, and you have a purpose, and you have gifts, and you have so much that you have to give around you, the people that are surrounding you. I had an awesome testimony from a girl that was with us all of last year, Lacey. The transformation of her setting a goal and her being consistent and committed to, yes, she showed up for her workouts. Yes, she started tracking her food. Yes, she had all these action steps, and she was achieving them through progress, not perfection. But at the end of the whole year, the number one thing that she was the most proud of was her positive self-talk had an impact on the family around her. That I was like, yep, that's it. Yep, done, satisfied, because that is what matters. It is so awesome when you get to a point where you can say thank you, body, when you love yourself, but then the goal is not about every year coming back to setting another weight loss goal, or it can be a physical goal. It could be climbing Mount Everest, or, achieving a new time if you like racing, or something fun like that. That's fun, right? But your goal should be, I need to get healthy. I need to get focused. If that's your goal, let's write down the obstacles. Let's overcome obstacles. And remember, it's a daily practice. It is your daily habits that are either serving you or they're working against you. But we need to get down to daily writing out goals, action steps, overcoming the obstacles. And then one thing that's really important is remembering that especially in everything that we do in all of our coaching, it is progress, not perfection. You are not going to only show up if you're being perfect. You're not only going to show up or send a check-in or ask for accountability if you're being perfect. That doesn't exist. There will be no perfect week that you're going to nail all of your goals or all the action steps. But what it is it's progress, and you're always working towards that goal, which is going to get you way further than if you just stayed the same. So recapping on that, progress over perfection, and it's all about consistency, but set a goal. Don't be afraid of setting goals. I want to remove all the fear of setting goals, because remember, you're not expected to be perfect. If setting goals make you scared because you think that you're going to fail them already, I need you to just set the goal of listening to self-talk and start believing in your ability to succeed. And that could be purely the entire goal of your year is to be able to say, I believe in my ability to succeed. Okay. So I actually think that'd be amazing if that is the only goal you hit, is being able to speak kind to yourself and make that habit. That would be incredible. All right, I can't wait to hear. So share with me your goals. Write down a goal. Could be 1, could be 10. Write down your goal. After your goal, write your obstacles. After every obstacle, write down 3 action steps. On those action steps, here's the final step. I want you to write a date that you will complete those action steps. If it is to drink more water, it is not going to be setting a date that you have arrived, right? But it will be a date that you can say, I would like to be in this habit as a routine by this date, right? So we're putting a little bit of time. If I know I have to show up for this event as a goal, I'm going to have pressure to complete it, right? So there's pressure to complete the goal when you put a date with it, which is a healthy thing. That's a good thing. Then when you achieve that goal, not only do you get to move on to better things, feel better, naturally having these habits, but then I want you to reward yourself. So if it's really inspiring to you to reward yourself with vacations, or even a new pair of pants, something, I think it's fun to set yourself with a reward. I myself don't like to buy things as a reward. Most of the time, I love the reward of feeling amazing, which is not something money can buy. So I'll put a memorable event locally, like with the end date of my goal, right? So whether that's getting together with family or doing a 5K with friends or something like that, I think that is a goal that then you don't have to have a financial goal with it. Okay. Well, now I'm just going on and on. I'm going to post self-talk link here. I appreciate you guys. I love talking all about self-talk and about how important it is to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I cannot preach that enough. It is the beginning and the long-term goal achievement that will change your life. So listen to your own chatter today. Take today to think about what arguments you're having with yourself and talk back to your self-talk, right? Any negative self-talk you have, talk back to yourself. Become rebellious about your self-talk and start fighting to say nice, positive things to yourself. When you don't have anything else that you can say, you can just start with saying, thank you, body, for all that you do. Or you can say, I believe in my ability to succeed. Anytime you can capture a negative thought, and that's where it starts. So bless you guys. I hope you have an awesome New Year's. And please let me know if you love talking about goals, if you want support and coaching on goal setting. We do this every week. We have Fit Elite as a program, but it is one-on-one custom coaching. And this would be our conversations that we do all year long. And it's awesome. So I bless you. Have an awesome day. And let me know if you have questions. Also, send me those goals. Bye, guys.